What's up, Virgo? It's your girl, Savy from Sentient, and welcome to your bonus reading. So I will be dropping these bonus readings throughout your season as just a little birthday gift from me to you. Before we get into this video, you already know, disclaimer time, this is not, and I repeat, not 11 Light Channel. If you are looking for sunshine and rainbows, goody goody gumdrops and whatnots, little toad farts and butterfly kisses, this is not the place. If you are looking for a reader who's going to lie to you, again, I am not the girl. This is not the place. You may want to click off. But if you are looking for the truth, serve straight up. Just like the libations we pour for our ancestors, this is the place, and I am your girl. Welcome, welcome. Virgo, if you're here and you're still here, congratulations, you've made it past the disclaimer. You are a real one. Please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe so that you are in the loop whenever a new reading drops for you, okay? Heavy on the like button, that pushes the video to other Virgos who can benefit from it as well, and it really helps the channel grow. And if you're looking for personal readings, all that information is going to be linked in the description box below. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. So, where to start? So I did a channel message for you all, of course, and in the channel message, the message that I received is that you're going to see the one who gives you the most, the way you give. So this sounds like a message of reciprocity, which is interesting because the collective message was also about reciprocity and pouring into those who pour into you, okay? Another interesting thing that happened is Spirit wanted me to use a deck that I don't ever use on YouTube. Y'all may have seen it in the like daily readings that I do. They wanted me to use the Hoodoo Tarot deck, okay? So the card specifically that they wanted me to call your attention to is the Garden card, okay? So I'm gonna show you the card and give you a little bit of background on the card. So it says, a woman is happily watering her garden. Prior to the Industrial Revolution, most Americans were farmers by trade. It was hard work, but people took great pride in knowing that the produce they fed and cured their families with was grown with their own hands. For people with more resources, gardening eventually became a relaxing leisure activity that allowed them to connect to nature, or express themselves creatively. Either way, whether for utilitarian or recreational purposes, the rule for a successful harvest doesn't change, which is this: mind your crops. Mind your crops. All right? So what this can mean for you is A, mind your business. Pay attention to the like mind the business that pays you, that kind of vibe. But also, and it's really interesting that they gave me this because I've started a garden and I'm learning a lot through gardening. So for some of you all, you may need to, do a little gardening. But the other message that is present here is that when you mind your crops, you will find that, there are some that may turn yellow that need to be pruned. There are some that may be not growing as well as they should. Maybe they need more nutrients. There are some that are growing too much to the point where, too much and too fast to the point where they're not going to yield whatever it is that they were supposed to yield because they've sprouted too fast. So there seems to be here this message of really taking inventory of the relationships that you find yourself in, friendships, romantic relationships, even, casual relationships, like maybe there's certain coworkers that you find you really enjoy. But really just taking inventory of all of your relationships and pruning, cutting away the dead leaves, maybe tempering the plants that grow too fast, the relationships that grow too fast, And even in that message, like sometimes when relationships take off very quickly, they burn out just like the plants, and they don't produce anything because they were going too fast. So Spirit is really calling your attention to the relationships that match your energy, that match your vibe, that pour into you the way that you pour into them. Not the relationships that do too much, because they're going to eventually burn out. Not the relationships that don't give you enough love and appreciation in the way that you give to them. Okay? So, yeah, really just paying attention and taking inventory of the relationships that you find yourself in. Another meaning of this card actually represents the world. The world is the end of the major arcana, the end of the fool's journey. Okay, this is the end of a cycle. So for some of you, through your evaluation, you're going to find that some of your cycles just need to be over and done with altogether. Okay, so there's going to be situations that offer you blessings that are equally yoked. There are going to be situations that don't give you enough or try to do too much. And there's going to be situations that just need to come to an end, okay? So let's pull some cards and see what Spirit's talking about, okay? So I'm going to pull from the Zombie Tarot as I normally do. And what's happening here with Virgo? Okay, 3 cards came out immediately. And what I'm getting instantly from this is that we have the 8 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, and the Magician. But what I'm getting is, Virgo, you're putting a lot of work into dead situations. You are putting a lot of work into situations that have already caused you pain, that are not going to produce the outcome that you're hoping for. But Magician energy, your energy, Gemini energy, it's like you are trying to do all that you can to make a situation work that no longer serves you. Okay? For some of you, this may already be a situation that you have tried to end, but now you're trying to, I just heard backtrack. Now you backtracking, Spirit said. Now you backtracking, trying to tweak it, trying to see what you can do to make it work. I'm getting like, I don't have it, but let's say this is a remote. Someone doing like this with the remote, playing with the batteries, like, you, ooh. Okay, that was too much. Yeah, but going like this, trying to make it work, and it's just not working. It's just not turning on. The other thing that I just got is that, and this is not for everybody, when I was doing this, I saw that you were trying to make something else work with the batteries and all of that. And I feel like that's because you've been holding out sexually for someone, and you've been going that route in order to hold out for this person. I don't know if this person is in jail. But I feel like if this is your story, if you are holding out for someone who is in jail, Spirit is saying you're trying to work on something that's going to end painfully. You're trying to work on, like, you're trying to make something work that's not going to work. It wasn't meant to work. That may be the reason why they were taken out of your life in the first place. But of course, that's not everyone's story. Y'all are trying to make relationships work that are not working. You are trying to, some of you all are expending your resources trying to buy someone. Trying to buy someone. And the Garden card is also a card of counting your blessings. So I feel like it's no big deal to you, or you don't see how it's a big deal because you may have the ability to spend on people. For whoever is in jail, maybe you're spending all of your resources on their books, and you don't see it as such a big deal because you have it. But Spirit is saying, shoe on the other foot, could you get the same treatment? Would you get the same treatment? In your heart of hearts, do you think that the person that you are doing all of this for would reciprocate it? Tell me more. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. You're sitting pretty and you're waiting. Okay? The Queen of Wands, like I said, she got it. She got the resources. She's taken care of. And the Three of Wands is about expansion. It is about growth, but it is also part of waiting for your ships to come in. So for some of you all, it feels almost like you're waiting for that to be reciprocated. And I feel like there's maybe some type of disappointment because you're coming to this realization that it's often not reciprocated and that it may never be reciprocated. What's in the center of the reading here? Two of Pentacles in the reverse. You're not prioritizing what is important, which is yourself. Same message in yesterday's collective reading. Same card in the same position, reverse. So definitely feel like that message was for a lot of you Virgos. I will put it in the cards, I guess, right here. But it feels like you're waiting for something that's never going to come. And Spirit is saying, just let this go. This has run its course. We have blessed you in every other way. Like you may have a good life, a good job, a nice house. Like I said, the means to spend on people. But Spirit is saying that you're waiting on something to happen that's not going to happen. You're waiting on someone to reciprocate your efforts that's not willing to reciprocate. It feels like it's not even in their, like they're very selfish. Like a normal person would be like, oh, thanks Virgo, you bought me lunch today. Tomorrow, lunch on me. But this person wouldn't even think that way. And, take it how it resonates. This could be you. So take accountability if this is how you are treating other people. Okay? Ask yourself, is the way that I give something that I'm deserving of? People pour more into me than I pour into them. Is that right? Okay? Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, clean cut communication. This sword is double-sided, so the communication may be kind of brash, abrasive, but it'll always be necessary. Okay? It's really feeling like Spirit is telling you to cut ties because this is following the Two of Pentacles energy. Spirit is telling you to cut the ties. If you want success in your life, if you want victory in your life, perhaps some of you all are working towards something with the Garden card. You're looking for a certain level of fulfillment with the Garden card. But Spirit is saying the only way that that's going to come is if you let go of what's not serving you. Stop waiting on people to match your energy. Okay? What else we got? Six of Cups. Emotional reciprocity. This could be someone from your childhood. This could be an ex coming back, a past person. Okay? Tell me more about the Six of Cups, Spirit. What is it? Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is often thought of as like a F-boy energy. So I do feel like this is a past person coming back. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. This could be like, I don't know, a sibling who just never pours into you like you pour into them. This could be a best friend from childhood who just comes and goes when they need something. That's very much the energy that I'm getting. Like, I know Virgo will get it. I know Virgo got it. I know Virgo will take care of me. So I'm going to slide on over here. See what I can get from Virgo real quick. 2 cards coming out in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, but Spirit say don't do it. Please don't do it. Okay. This person, and it feels like they wouldn't do it for you either. This is not someone who you want to pour into. The 8 of Wands card is a card of communication, okay? It's fast communication. And it feels like Spirit's telling you to wrap up that conversation quick. I think that you may have a weakness for this person. Like I said, y'all go back. Maybe to childhood, maybe y'all were friends, old lovers, whatever the case is. Siblings, maybe this your little brother always begging, I don't know. But this person seems to only come around when they want something. And Spirit is saying you have to stop giving. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't got it. 8 of Wands in the reverse. Cut that communication short. Block the communication if you need to. But you cannot continue to let people come into your life and take from you, but never give. That's what that message was from Spirit. What did it say? You're going to see the one who gives you the most, the way you give. They talk weird. I don't know why. But you're going to see. And I'm getting this. I don't know if this is your energy, but I feel scattered. And we do have Mercury retrograde. We're in the shadow period now. So you may be having difficult communications or trouble processing or putting together thoughts. But I have this energy where this person makes you weak, whoever they are. So if you don't quickly hang up the phone with them, you're going to break. You're going to give them whatever it is that they're asking for, whatever they're looking for. And Spirit doesn't want that. So Spirit is saying, if you know that you're that kind of person, if you know that you have this weakness for this person, block them now before the opportunity to ask you for anything comes. This person is not someone who will give to you in the same way you give to them. And you're cutting off the flow of abundance by just giving away your abundance to someone who never pours into you. So yes, while there is the manifestation tactic of like spending freely because you know it's coming back, the caveat to that rule is that you spend the money in a way that you know it's coming back, not just giving it to someone who takes you for everything you got every time they see you. Give it to charity. That love that you're giving to that charity, to that homeless person, to that struggling mother, it'll come back to you. Pour it into your business. It'll definitely come back to you. But just giving it to someone who always takes and you know that that's their MO, that's just not coming back. That's just not coming back. And Spirit is really tired of that being your existence, okay? They're tired of seeing that from you. They want you to have people in your life who treat you the way you treat others, okay? Unless you treat them like trash, then do better. Okay, so what other messages do you have from the tarot spirit? I usually stop at this point, but I feel like there's more. Page of Cups, Five of Cups, King of Cups. What I'm getting from this is that initially you're going to feel regretful for saying no. Like it's very much your, like you want to help this person. It's very much your nature to give to this person. And telling them no is going to make you feel regretful, sad. But in the long run, you're going to understand why it was necessary for you to do this. King of Cups energy. Clarify the Page of Cups and the Five of Cups. Hangman energy. Shifting your perspective. With the Hangman energy, I'm getting, for some of you, this is your children. What is that? The cord when you're pregnant. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know why it's escaping me. But some of y'all need to cut that cord. For some of you, this is your children or like younger siblings, and they're so used to you being there for them. But with the Hangman energy, it's telling you to release it. Cut that cord. And while you may feel regretful, in the long term, you're going to understand why this was necessary. It feels like if this is a younger person, by no longer giving them a handout, you're actually helping them problem solve, get through their situations, figure out other ways, be more responsible with their money. Clarify the King of Cups. Yeah, you gotta stop helping. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. You gotta stop helping so much. Tower is at the bottom of the deck, which this is a letting the old ways go. The way that you always used to do things, Virgo, it's no longer gonna work from this point moving forward. So the way in which you used to operate is not gonna serve you moving forward. Okay, so this is why all this has to happen. You can only pour into people who pour into you. You can only pour into people who reciprocate your energy and who appreciate that and who don't take you for granted. If I need a couple of dollars, I know where I'm going to go. I'm going to call big sister Virgo, big brother Virgo. If I need some money, I know where I'm going to go. I'm going to call my ex Virgo. They'll get me. You can't be... You're so reliable, and you can't be that anymore because you have to focus within. And if you are in a commitment, you have to focus on that relationship. One of which I hope is reciprocal and not the one that we're talking about. In which case, yes, you do need to focus on it, but you need to figure out where the reciprocity is. Where it's at, though. Okay? So let's go ahead and move on into your Moonology messages. It's time to breathe out. This is the Disseminating Moon card. This is the time to release as well. Okay? Exhale as well. This is my waiting to exhale card. So, time to breathe out. Bro. It's too many. Give me two more, please, Spirit. Surrender to the divine. I swear these cards always come out together. Disseminating Moon card and the Surrender to the Divine card always come out together. And the full moon, of course, is a time of release as well. Okay, so I'm really feeling like these relationships that are not serving you, the Spirit is saying, give it to God. Okay, just cut yourself off from them. and let God handle the rest. Let spirit handle the rest. Okay? What else do we have? A fiery climax approaches. And this be the shit. This be the shit. When you enforce your boundaries, when you say no, you are going to see. What does Spirit say? You are going to see the one who gives you the most. In this instance, this could be the most problems. I say no. I say I can't help you. It's like I never said yes before. Ain't that what Beyonce said? The first time I say no. Fiery climax. All right, so pay attention to that. This feels like it's going to be a lesson. This is what Spirit is wanting you to say no to this person, to expose you to the truth of who this person is. They want you to see who this person truly is. You may think that you have a good partnership, relationship, friendship, a siblingship with whoever this is. But when you finally say no, you're going to see, like, damn, you don't really give a fuck about me. You only care about what I can do for you. And that's going to be a whole perspective shift for you. Hangman energy as well. Seeing things from a whole new perspective. And with the 5 of Cups here in the bottom of the row, that's where the regret's going to come from. Because you're going to be like, I really wish that you cared for me like I care for you. I really wish that I had the relationship with you that up until this point I believed I did. But now I'm seeing that you only love me as far as what I can do for you. Okay? And that's where the clarity is going to come from with the King of Cups energy. And that's when you're going to realize why you can no longer help this person. Comes around full circle. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing it on home. All right. So let's get a self-care oracle for you. What self-care practice does Virgo need to practice? Look to the stars. Astrology, baby. Okay? So, what is the mantra of this card? Oh, come on. With the manifestation energy twice, we have the Magician. And the very first line says, as above, so below. The mantra of this card says, the stars reflect my magic. As above, so below. This ancient aphorism represents how our human experience reflects the movements of the stars and the universe. Just as our ancestors did, we can look to the heavens for insight in our shared experiences as people on this planet. Astrology is a powerful tool for recognizing patterns impacting the collective consciousness, which we can often see play out among our friends, family, lovers, community, and our own life. Deepen your understanding of yourself and the astrological patterns through self-study or by working with a professional astrologer. As you tune into the different astrological seasons, you can gain great insight into what energies are working in your favor. This practice will allow you to flow with the energies instead of feeling like you're swimming in opposition to the current of life. The journal prompt here says, how can you best work with the current astrological season? If you're unsure of what it is, take a moment to look it up and read what it's all about. So there are a couple transits happening in astrology right now that you may want to look into. Like I said, we do have Mercury retrograde happening right now. So your own ruling planet is going reverse right now. This causes issues in communication. For sure, if you are telling someone that you can't help them and you're expecting this fiery climax with the full moon in Aries, then yes, there's definitely going to be some difficult communication there. But I would check where Virgo falls in your chart as well and see like what transits are happening currently with some of the planets that may be affecting your family, your relationships. Definitely Venus. I think Venus is actually in retrograde right now. So yeah, this may be a little bit of a tough thing to get through, but it feels like I said, a lesson. Like Spirit is trying to open your eyes to the reality of some of the connections in your life, so you can see who's fucking with you and who's really not. Okay, so let's get a crystal spirit. What crystal spirit would like to give guidance to Virgo? What crystal spirit? Blue chalcedony and turquoise. They gave me two of them. All right. So we're going to start with the chalcedony, number 11. Very spiritual number there. All right. So the essential meaning of this card is slowing down, easy does it, restoring balance and serenity. Now you have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse in the center of your reading, which is disharmony, okay? It's imbalance. So definitely there's a need to restore balance. The message says life's pace can feel overwhelming at times, and this crystal shows up just when you need to slow down and experience serenity and balance. Certainty won't present itself just because you're rushing around. Blue chalcedony spirit brings the message to immerse yourself in the moment and to surrender your sense of urgency to the conscious universe. You are pushing too hard now. Easy does it. As you transform from the old ways into the new and begin to try out your fledgling wings. You are ever evolving, and the unfamiliar can send you hurrying back to where you were or rushing ahead to get past the uncomfortable part. But baby, you can't rush past this uncomfortable part. You have to feel this uncomfortable part. You have the Tower at the bottom of the deck. So this is an undoing of the way that you're currently experiencing life. And you're going to have to experience the uncomfortable part so you'll know how it feels and you'll never want to repeat it. But let's continue. The part where you have to confront the truth that you are facing, many understand you, that the way to get what you want is to work harder and faster and move as swiftly as possible. But your best action now is to slow down. Allow yourself to be clear on what you want so that your intentions begin to coalesce in ways that will please you. As you look around, be fully present to what is allowing a sense of tranquility and ease to arise in you, even though you may not be able to see what to do next. The unconscious universe has much to offer you now. So take a breath and remember, easy does it. Now that's the second time you had the take a breath, time to breathe out, disseminating moon card. And I'm kind of feeling like for some of you, Spirit wants you to slow down and take a breath, because if you know that someone that you love needs help, you will do way too much to get it. You will work extra hours. You will burn yourself out. You will clock out of your job and go drive Uber Eats or something like that. Something like that to look out for your people. And these are the same people who would not look out for you. Who will not look out for you. So Spirit is telling you, slow down, my boy. Slow down, my boy. Sometimes you're going to have to just tell people, no, you don't got it. Don't burn yourself and exhaust yourself out for someone who wouldn't do it for you. Okay? The turquoise is your next meaning. The next crystal. And the meaning says storytelling, reframing, or a different way of perceiving. Now you already got the hangman energy, which is a change in your perspective. Okay? Each of us can experience the same event differently because all of us are coming from different vantage points. Know too that as you change, so will your perspective. And the message Turquoise Spirit has for you is that you can change your story of what happened in the past at any time. You can choose to detail the focus on how to interpret the events, for you are being encouraged to claim your power as a storyteller. Make no mistake, storytelling is an awesome power, for no one can take your truth away from you. But you may discover that it has more angles than you realize. Just as a crystal turned over in your hand has more facets than apparent to the first glance. What story will you tell? Will it be one of heroics and empowering, worthy of your hard work and efforts to heal what is wounded within you? Rest assured that you can be honest about all that you have experienced and done, yet still write a story that will help you feel that you are strong, wise, and supported by the conscious universe. The truth that we share is complicated, and the way you tell your story is up to you. Turquoise Spirit encourages you to write a story well, in a way that honors, empowers, and heals you, and gives you strength even if others may not seem to accept your truth. Tell it anyway, for doing so is a healing act. Wow. Okay, so tell the story anyway, even if others won't accept your truth. That is very loud right now. So there's going to come a time where you tell the story of what happened here in this situation, that you became tired of giving and saving and doing for others who didn't pour into you. And certain people in that story are going to deny that they ever needed you. They're going to minimize your efforts, and they're going to make it seem as though you are being dramatic or putting extras on the situation, on the story. Tell the story anyway. Tell the story anyway. We're always going to be the villain in somebody's story, even if not a single one of our actions were villainous. Okay? But this person, whoever they are, because they didn't get their way, they're going to see you as the bad guy. And perhaps in time and with maturity, they will come to realize that you were just doing what you needed to do for yourself. You were doing what was in your own best interest finally. They're going to realize that you really helped them, throughout the course of their life as they get older. Or maybe they won't. Maybe they will just die being trash. I don't know. But that's the hope, that one day they'll realize that you had to do what you had to do for you. Okay? So tell your story from your perspective in a way that celebrates you, because you deserve celebration. Okay? You're doing all that you can for everyone. This reading really conveys that you are a very loving and passionate person who is down for your family, like, period. Down for the ones that you love. And if people can't appreciate that, well, then it sounds to me like it's their loss, not yours. Okay? So let's go ahead and get your advice in your postcard from Spirit. What is the advice for Virgo? Star card. And at the bottom of the deck, just like in the previous reading, and I promise I shuffle, we have the Star card. This is about hope, healing, and destiny, along with the Nine of Swords, which is about stress, mental anguish, insomnia, okay, could speak to mental health, and the Mother of Cups. What I'm getting with this is that there has to be a huge focus on doing what feels good for you, nurturing yourself, loving yourself, healing yourself, not letting other people drive you crazy with their needs and their wants and their taking from you. This is about healing yourself, focusing on self, nurturing yourself, giving to yourself, pouring into you, instead of constantly pouring into people who don't appreciate you. The bottom of the deck, Six of Pentacles, reciprocity. Give to those who give to you equally. Don't let anyone take advantage of your kindness. Okay, and postcard from Spirit, let's hear it. They said, to them, dear you, it might be hard to believe that you'll ever get to where you want to go, feel the way you want to feel, and find peace and security, but you can. There's lots to celebrate in this life, but first you need to let go of this attachment to achieving certain results. It is easy to get caught in the endless loop of wanting this or that so you can feel safe. The only way out is to surrender. Hangman energy. Surrender the attachment. Empty yourself so that you can be filled with something new. The compulsion will be lifted and the peace will come. Trust that something better waits. That something new will open up and you will see the new possibilities, the new opportunities for fulfillment. The truth is, whenever you get into the loop, what you're really looking for is spirit. That connection is where the power, the peace, and the purpose lie. Everything else follows after that. Give yourself a hug. We got you. Loving you so much. You gotta release some stuff to allow yourself to be filled. Period, poo. And the last card says, dear you, oh my. Things are getting stirred up and changes upon you. This is a cause for celebration. Now, is that 2 times I said you need to celebrate? It's feeling like liberation energy. Freeing yourself of the crabs. Liberation energy. No need to be nervous, but know that it's okay to be afraid when faced with the uncertainties of life. The funny thing is, courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear, rather in spite of it or even because of it. Step into the unknown now. Let go of that branch you're clinging to and let spirit take the wheel and help you steer to your highest and most wonderful adventure. All you need to concern yourself with is choosing courage as your ally. Leave the rest up to us. There's a load of miracles being shipped your way. Remember what philosopher Joseph Campbell said? Take 1 step towards the gods and they will take 10 towards you. We're all doing the Destiny Cha-Cha on your behalf. That's right. Don't be afraid to dance. All right, so I definitely just feel like this huge liberation energy. Just like freeing yourself from people who like crabbing, trying to take. All right, once you do that, and once you get to a place where you are at peace with not having to be the giver, you're going to feel liberated. You're going to feel free. And you're going to feel like there's an opening, like there is space in your life for spirit to bring in things that make you feel fulfilled. Okay? So that is your reading, Virgo. If this resonates for you, please let me know how in the comments below. Please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Having on the like. And until the very next time that I read for you all, I wish you all love and light. Now go get right, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.